G'day fellow hustlers, Shadow here. Uh, I'm just gonna do a quick vid on gear and setup. Just different types of setups you can have, and picking what gear you wanna use and what works well with other things. So first of all, I'll take you through my squad, how I've got it set up at the moment. We'll start with my tank. At the moment, these axes are pretty much the best thing in the game. It's got the ruin on at the moment, but I'll remove that so you can see what it is as a standard weapon. But this one's from the arena store. Each blow increases the damage done by 24% until the target is stunned or killed, and the damage resets to its initial value. There are plenty of other axes that are very similar to this. And instead of having that damage increase by 24%, it'll have reduces enemies' armor, or reduces damage, increases damage done, or increases crit, something like that. Still the best thing out there. So I recommend having one of these. I'm just going to chuck that ruin back on them so I don't forget. Chain lightning, still probably the best artifact out there. I should go through his armor. I got this armor from the arena store as well. Not many people have it. Actually, I don't recall seeing anyone else who bought it. I like the fact that the extra damage it does, 2,000 to 2,500. I can put daggers on him and he does 16, 17,000 damage. Maybe a bit more now, actually, that he's built up a bit more. It's a really strong set of armor. My amulets aren't that crash hot. There's better amulets out there. Same with my rings. It's got four dodge slots. I'd rather have some damage on that, but you use what you've got. So I'll go through to it. Hang on a second. Yeah, okay. I'm not actually set up at the moment. This was for a clan war, what I've got on now. So I'm set up for no, sorry, no, it's not. This was my setup for Djembe. So I'm set up with a couple of res and a couple of heal guys to try and keep myself alive as I go through Djembe. So I can actually take you through and change all my gear back to what it should be. This guy's all right. I'll leave him as it is, but I'll be taking that ruin back off him. The ruin, the artifact, and put it back on my res mage, which is this guy here. So you see he's got a resurrect wand. It's a nice one too, this one. Attack speed normal, which is good. As you can see, it's called a scepter. The wands are slow, so this one's the Horrors of Night Scepter, so it's a really good res weapon. He's only at level 90, so that's pretty good spell power for the amulet. This archer I keep, he stays. He's my level 90 archer. The level I'm in, the 94 bracket in the arena, that allows me to have two 100 guys at 99 and 3 90s. So my big tank's 100, and I'll use archers at the back with my other 100 and my 99. And this guy's got the ability cooldown. It's just been nerfed again. Used to be 45%, speeds up the next ability cooldown by 45% also. Now it's 45-30. He's got the Abysmal Lord's bow. I like his ring. It's got 3 damage slots, which is what you want on an archer. Lots of damage. These are redundant spell power gems. Absolutely useless on an archer or a tank. The game, I don't know why they've done it this way. No one's happy with it. You'd think they would have fixed it, but no, they allow these stupid spell power slots on the tank armor, tank amulets. Right, so I'll set this guy back up. He will normally be an archer. Where's his gear? Right, so there we go, level 99. Put that back on him. Like one of the bows on him. Right, so he's set. Now my other level 100 gets the 100 armor. The other bow. And I'm going to leave this on him. Most people are running it on a second tank up the front or an assassin. He does more damage that way. I haven't had much success with it yet. I'm still trying to work out a good setup with him. I've done alright using... I might try it again soon. If I can fire onto the armor. Using this epic armor. I don't have the ledge splash armor, but I've got an epic splash armor which deals 28,000 upon dying. I've had reasonable success with it. It's not too bad. But I had a loss that shocked me, and I haven't actually retried it yet. It might have just been one of those you know, weird coincidences that I got ordered or something. So I will try that again soon. But for now, I'm just going to show you what my standard setup is. And this guy, I put the ruin on. So that reduces the enemy's health by 8% over 3 seconds, which is kind of handy. And we'll go back and we'll put the snail on him. The freeze on that guy. And the lightning on you. Right, so that's my setup. I'm missing something there. Let me just have a quick look. It'll be the mage ruin. There it is. So we'll remove that from the weapon I'm not using at the moment. And that goes back on here. So that reduces the healing efficiency of your opponent who you're attacking. A lot of people at the moment are running heavy tanks that heal. And they're a bit of a nemesis for me, so this is countering that. The heal's not working, which allows me to kill their tanks and keep going. So I have been using it on my damage mage, as opposed to most people put it on a splash mage or a resurrect mage, because they do that splash damage. And that should put me up about 2.55 mil. There we go, 2.551. Still a bit under where I normally am. I'm normally about 5.7. So there's something gone here I'm missing. I don't think that'll make a difference. Not you. That one there. Ah, yep, it is that. It's just the higher level artifact. Yep, so that's my setup. So 3 archers at the back, 1 heavy tank, and 2 mages. 1 does damage and 1 resurrects. You'll see I've got tank armor on my res mage. That's because I've got 3 archers and I want to hold their attackers up. I'm not too worried about resing high health. As long as he brings them back, it's all that's really necessary. The whole point of having this mage armor on, the tank armor, it allows you to get more res out before he dies, and it also holds their opponent up for quite a while your 3 archers are doing mass damage. So it works really well. Someone else put me onto that from Ragnarok. Yeah, and I was quite surprised. I didn't think it would be that good, but no, it does. It works quite well. So that's what I run. Now that's not the only thing you can do. So, as I said, a lot of the times I might swap this guy over here. So the guy at the back here who's got the new amulet. What you can do is put a second tank armor on him. This works better if you've got teleport, but I don't have teleport at level 100 yet. It hasn't come up in the arena since I've jumped up, so I'm still waiting for that to come up. And then you whack some daggers on him. So now he does 12,000. if he teleported and dies when teleporting, the splash does massive damage. And the good thing with this is, before he splashes, he gets a lot of health back and deals 33,000 damage. Then when he dies, he deals another 28,000 damage. So he's doing over 60,000 damage as he's dying, and then dies and gets rezzed. So it does mass damage, and if it hits their back line or if it hits near their mages, it just wipes them out, which is really good. But like I said, you've got to hope that you get to their back line. Now the other the other types of setups people run, I don't have one. I'd love to show you, but there's a stun wand. Stuns for 4.5 seconds, and if you put the ruin on the stun wand, it stuns multiple people at once. So, and it doesn't require spell power to work, so you can put armor on him as well, just tank armor, make him stronger. Whilst we discuss this, I might just run through and do an arena as I'm set up. How am I set up? Yeah, we'll do this. We'll try this this new tank armor thing again. Oops, I haven't put everything back on that. Sorry. Let's just go back out because I haven't changed that ruin back over. I've got to put this on my other archer since I've turned this guy into a tank. Right. So now we can go back in again. But yeah, that stun weapon, you can put tank armor on because he doesn't require spell power. And then you can run a res mage next to him with stasis armor if you've got it. So if he's getting attacked, your res mage getting attacked, it deflects the damage onto your stun mage. And that setup works really well. Like, they stun, your archers just destroy. If you've got 3 archers on one tank, your archers just go to town on them while they can't move. So that works really well. The other thing you can do, you don't have to run as many archers as I run. Some people only run 1 archer. So if you've got 1 archer at the back, you'd run a single tank and an assassin with teleport. So assassin's just archer armor with daggers. And then you'd run 3 mages, either a couple of res and 1 damage, or you'd run 1 res with the artifact, with the spellcaster artifact, and a couple of damage mages, 1 splash, probably 1 that damages the guy who deals you the most damage. Let me just have a quick fight here, and I'll show you those weapons I mean. Right, let's go back. Go into my store. Where are we? So I'll go through the different types of weapons you've got here. So that's a restore, resurrects, res. So that's the most health one. That's the one I'm using at the moment. This is the weapon I'm talking about here. So this damage to the enemy who deals the greatest damage. If you put a ruin on that, gives you, I think it's a 33% chance of dealing triple damage, which is quite devastating, because when I equip this onto one of my guys, okay, I don't have a level 100 mage to show you. When I equip that onto one of my guys, it does about 25,000 damage. So if that goes triple, that's 75 in 1 hit. It instantly kills your opponent. So wipes one of their guys out, causes a res, uses up one of their res. Really good. So if you're running 3 mages, you'd run a res mage, probably a splash mage, and one of those damage mages. You know, the assassin up the front with your tank, your heavy tank. And you want your tank to be very heavy, lots of armor. Potentially even a heal sword on them. So you'd have a heal sword with that the armor that increases your health by 60%. If you're running a heal sword, you really should be using the armor that increases your health by 60%. I'll show you that one in a second. I'll just do another fight here before I forget. I've got a habit of getting carried away, not paying attention to what's around me, and forgetting to fight around. I'm not too fussed where I come in this. This is just to keep me occupied while I'm discussing various equipment with you. So I'll duck back out and I'll show you the armor that you want to pair up with a heal sword. He might even be wearing... No, he's not. What am I talking about? Yep, this is it here. So when taking damage, has a 31% chance of increasing own health by 60%. Now the advantage of that, pairing that up with a heal sword, so 20% chance of restoring 10% health. On a standard armor, say I've got a... Let's just see what that is. That's 120. So if I've got another 120 here. Right, there we go. That's roughly 120. So on a standard set of armor, 10% of 120 is 12,000. So I'll be getting 12,000, healing 12,000 each time it does a heal. This armor, which increases your health by 60%, you can do the math. That's about 190,000 health I'll have. 10% of 190,000, 19,000 health each time it heals. So having a heal sword on this armor is a lot better than having it on something like this. 10% of 106,000, as you can see, is only 10.6k each time it heals. So if you're going to run a heal sword, whack it on that armor. I won't reply to him at the moment. I'm a bit busy. Yep, let's have a look who we've got here. 2428. Okay, let's just... I'm not sure who to fight here. So I'm saying I'm not sure how the setup's going to go, so... Probably doesn't really matter if I win or lose, so we'll just go for the easy bit. I know I can beat this guy, but with my normal setup of three archers at the back, I've beaten him quite a few times. I've actually invited him to the clan before. I won't go into what happened, but needless to say, I removed the invitation. Alright, let's just go this guy and see how we go. Oh, so that was alright, we got a win out. That's the main thing. Not as quick as I normally get, but it's a win nonetheless. Let's see where that puts us at the moment. For a bit of luck, it'll keep us below Iron Dog, and I can have a go at him. I'm a bit worried about attacking this guy. He's beaten me before, so it's a good chance he'll beat me again. Although he's running restore. Yes, he's got the increased health. If that was heal armor, I might give it a go. As I said, I've got that that ruin that drops his healing capabilities. So he's got the increased health on as well. You can see everyone's running similar setups now. It's got the same axe I have. Most people are running it. Anyway, let's just jump back out for a sec. Show you some other types of weapons. So if you're going to be running daggers, like I have, you can put them on this. This is how you make yourself an assassin. You put daggers on this type of armor, which is pretty good too. You can see upon dying deals 20,000. So he's quite good to have as an assassin. They're pretty much the setups I'd recommend. 1, 2, 3, where you go 1 heavy tank, 2 mages like I've got, and 3 archers. That's a good setup. 2, 3, 1, 1 tank, 1 assassin, 3 mages, 1 res, 2 damage, not 1 splash damage, 1 enemy that deals the most damage, and an archer at the back. Some people are now running the 2-2-2 because of this new amulet. They're running 2 tanks up the front, well, as you can see, like I've got at the moment. Yeah, so I'm running the 2-2-2 right now. I still don't like it. It's pretty hit and miss. I'd rather be running the 1-2-3. You'll probably see why, because I'll probably lose this next fight. We'll just hold off. See if Iron Dog takes on Jay Ward. Because if he does, we'll know who's stronger out of those two. And I'll fight whoever loses. Hopefully Iron Dog goes ahead and kills him, or attacks him. There's a chance he'll just sit back and not do it, because he knows he's not that strong. And I'll just have to take a guess on who I want to attack. He's probably going to wait till I go. He's probably thinking he's going to try to get below me and attack me. Yeah, look, let's just give it a go. He's 2.8, but like I said, I'm not too worried. So we'll just see how we go attacking him. Yeah, no good. Got flogged. So I don't like this 2-2-2. So I know I can beat this guy with the 1-2-3. I've beaten him numerous times, even though he's 2.8. Numerous times I've beaten him. Not that time though. So I'm probably going to remove that tank. Okay, so not such a good result. Should still get third place though. So I'll go ahead and I'll remove this guy here. So that's the other option. I could leave him as an assassin. Does 25,000 damage, as is there. But I'd rather have him teleporting if I was going to do that. Just for something interesting. I might leave it on for now and see how it goes in the arena. But I won't draw it out and make you watch that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the main setups that are going. 1-2-3, 2-3-1, or 2-2-2. If you're not running one of those, you're probably putting yourself at a disadvantage. Especially with this new amulet. It's a bit of a learning curve. This amulet's only just come out, so people are still trying to find their way with it. Trying to find the best place for it. I know someone who has it on the back of his archers. For the teleporting, which I have most of the time. But most people are running it on a second tank up the front. Alright, I've got to duck out now. I'll continue, I'll probably do another video on setups. If you've got any questions, just leave a message in the comment section and I'll get back to you on answers when I can. If there's any particular weapons you want to know about, what does what, any questions about each particular setup you want to know, feel free to drop me a line. Yep. Alright guys, I'll catch you next time.